The trial against 5 men accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa is expected back in the Pretoria High Court this morning. Yesterday, there was a postponement to allow counsel for accused number 5 to consult her client. Meyiwa, you'll remember, was killed back in 2014 at the home of his then-girlfriend Kelly Khumalo's mother in Vosloorus. Our reporter Tshegohaco Moagi is watching developments for us. She joins us once again from just outside court, where we expect at least the family who will be there. They are amongst many people who are hoping that this trial will finally get underway.
Absolutely, I understand. And you know, the family really is hopeful, and they are hoping that they'll get some kind of closure as this trial gets underway at the Pretoria High Court. Yesterday, in conversation with Nomalanga Meyiwa, the cousin to Senzo Meyiwa, saying to us that you know, this is a relief for the family that the trial is now getting underway, and they are really wanting to get to the bottom of what happened to Senzo on the 26th of October of 2014 when he was shot and killed on that day. And you know, she's also said that they are hoping that the truth will be revealed of what exactly took place on that evening. Now, we do know that there are 5 men that are accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa. They are charged with various things, including murder, including possession of an unlicensed firearm, and other charges that they are facing, Ayanda. These 5 men have, however, maintained their innocence, and they have said, you'd remember that when they were arrested in October of 2020, they themselves said to the magistrate at the time that they are innocent, that they have got nothing to do with this particular murder. So it'll be quite interesting to see what the stance will then be today. We were expecting yesterday, Ayanda, that a special plea would have been brought forward by 4 of the accused, so accused number 1 to 4. They were expected to bring forward a special plea, as they are now being represented by advocate Malisela Tefo, and they were expected to bring that special plea yesterday. However, because of this postponement now, that plea has not been brought forward, and it could possibly then be brought forward today. We understand that that could be a not guilty plea that will be coming from the 4 accused, 4 of the 5 men that are accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa. Another interesting fact that came out of court yesterday, as you mentioned, was that accused number 5's advocate was requesting the postponement in order to be able to consult with her client about statements that had been brought forward by the state. And Ayanda, these statements are witness statements, the state telling the court yesterday that even with these statements they had to remove the names of the people on the statements, including their addresses as witnesses. State witnesses at the moment are fearing for their lives. So that is why we had this postponement, and the advocate Zandile Mshololo really just speaking about the constitutional right of her client to have a fair and free trial.
Yeah, and I wonder where the headspace of Khirinal is currently at. I understand that he also spoke outside court yesterday. We know, of course, that he's been roped in as a private prosecutor, getting a brief from Senzo's mother, Ntomfuti.
Indeed, that is correct, Ayanda, and the mother and the sisters of the Meyiwa family have requested that Khirinal from AfriForum comes in as the watching brief, just to get an understanding and to give them clarity as to what is actually going on in the courts. During our conversation yesterday, and as he was briefing the media yesterday morning, he mentioned that he believes that definitely these 5 men are the ones that conspired or the ones that actually killed Senzo Meyiwa. However, he maintains the stance, and you'd remember that he's been saying this for quite some time. Even in 2019, when Sifiso Meyiwa approached AfriForum, Khirinal has consistently said that there needs to be understanding as to who is the mastermind behind the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. He does not see this as some accident, as a bad accident or a robbery gone wrong. He is still seeing it as a contractual murder, and there is a mastermind behind it, and he's really just calling that and urging that, you know, the South African Police Service gets to the bottom of who that person is. But at the moment, he says that he is satisfied as to what has taken place, that these 5 men have now been arrested, and he continues to brief the family on the way forward and what has taken place in court.
Moagi, thanks very much indeed. Live to us there from just outside the High Court sitting in Pretoria. That case set to resume this morning.